Gotta get my good side. There we go. And I got a tweet. It's important. At least I remembered it was the right day of the week this time. I hope I don't forget it's Friday. Though today's my off Friday, but still. So I started a little late. I realized my webcam was still not working. I shut down last night. I don't know. I gotta figure out what's causing that. I restarted and it worked fine. It's a software thing then, but whatever. Marthos is happy. That's how you nod heads. He's not the camera. He's just bebopping. But I actually did do some work on this since last stream. So for one, I did update this sign so that the lights do rotate on it. I made that even though there's 30 lights, I think. Is that 18? 6 and 6. So 18 and 12. So yeah, 30 lights. I did it with 10. So because there's only 10 ever lit at a time, so you only need 10. The way I did that was each light is just taking up one of those 3 spots. So this one is taking up this spot. Well, actually, that's because of where it is. But so at this point, this light is, that's at the end. That's where I want to be. So it's at the beginning. And then when it goes to the second one, it just jumps to the second position, and then the third position, then resets back to the first position. That's all it really does. So it makes it look like the lights are constantly going around, but really all it is a group of 3. And I think the sign was made to do that because the lights are all in groups of 3. So it's 9, 6, 9, 6, which makes it easy to do. If you do it with groups of 2, for one, I would need like 15 lights, and it just looks like it's flashing. This actually looks like it's chasing. So that was kind of the purpose for it. And I think I have it at like a half-second delay. Which actually turned out pretty good. I started coming up with some of the wording for stuff. For what to say at the beginning here. I was just going to start with a standard, come on down to blah blah blah. Then I found some useful Rathalos lines like this one.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
It's perfect. So that was going to follow that. And then I have this nice pan shot where I was going to be saying that you never believe the number of slightly used boats, with the purpose of by the time it says that you'll be seeing the trashed boats. So for the ironics of it, I'm considering playing around with some of the lighting to make this easier to see, because right now this brown and this brown kind of blend, so it might change it so it's a little bit easier to separate. But at the same time, it's supposed to be like 80s. I was going to say over a dozen to choose from, and I was going to say dozens, but then just kind of scribbled it out. And then this was going to be the final shot. So this is the intent. Where we're saying go there. That's where I was going to be using this shot. So it's going to be the very last one. I do have some other lines that I was saving or pushing off. I can't remember which ones these are.
Get your asses on that boat!
Oh yeah, so for that, I was going to be... I wanted to bring up their amazing customer service. Because that's great.
Get your asses on that boat!
And... I forgot what this one was.
Go to hell!
Oh yeah, I was going to do it at the end. So, there's more at the end stuff. And I think these are just some condensed boats.
This boat has wheels!
Oh yeah, that would be towards the end. So it's going to be a little longer, but the nice thing is most of these shots are just like static pans across. And so a lot of these shots, I was trying to find examples of stuff, and so I found this car ad. These are preloaded. Well, I found this Williams Ford, and the way the camera pans is basically identical to how this one pans, and with the text and everything, because I thought that was a very cliche, standard, not over-the-top 80s car commercial. And then the following shot for this is about doing a truck shot, and not the actual literal ones, but these like side zooms. It's a squirrel. I figured out that the squirrel makes the chirping because one was running up a tree, and every time he was jumping on the tree, he went until he got to the top, and then he just started like screaming. He was angry, so he just was not happy. But anyway, so yeah, this is kind of the idea that I'm going forward with. But I did play around with 80s looking stuff, and so this is what I kind of came up with for now. I need to play with it some more. I just wanted to play with it now to get an idea for how it looked. But it's getting there. This is actually running at standard 320 by 240 quality too. So, but yeah, so we're getting there. Boats. There's dozens in stock.
They don't look like they're in the best shape.
That's why one of the lines I have here is that they're slightly used.
Oh my god, you have the S crossed out. Dozen in stock.
That was one of the lines here. Dozens, over a dozen to choose from, but then this was like, not anymore.
No, because the dragon runs this place.
But I found some. I just said I found some other standard 80s car commercials, and I started copying some of their different shots and the wording and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I have "You'll never believe our number of slightly used boats in stock," and when it says "slightly used," about here. These comments. Yeah. So this. So the one problem with this text, and this text is not going to be in the render. It's in there right now for my reference.
I kind of want you to put the minnow on the side of that blue one.
So yeah, this is just I just took the yard that I had. I added a bunch of trash to it, and I took all these panels and I just started like shifting them and moving them, so none of them are flat anymore. There's just boats sideways, and this I put down there, and like a big old pile of trash. There's some trash bags over here. There's a swan boat. So, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
I have the lines for Rathalos here, so it's going to do the come on down to Rathalos's Boat Emporium.
This video's already gotten way longer than you initially intended.
The most time-consuming thing in a video is the animating. To me, it's, or at least the most frustrating, animating and lip syncing. So anything I do that doesn't involve those two things is actually easy and quick. So, like for instance, this whole shot is 5.5 seconds long, and it took me less than half an evening. So, and that's super quick. So that's why, to me, that's it's okay if this grows as long as it's not complex things. So, and then this case, this is just a super simple. And I do have him here. I have to take all the stuff from this shot and move it in the background of this one. Maybe I might just throw different things in there, but I found lines of him saying that's right. Get your asses in here.
Get your asses in here. That's right. Get your asses in here.
So that's just quick lip sync cover because I just needed to. I just needed a reference. I didn't need it to be accurate. Because it's just about planning it right now. So to me, like this could actually be, orange because it's most of the way. This is, at least I have figured out what to do with the camera. This is also determined what to do with the camera, and actually this one could basically be done. Yeah, I'm just gonna call that one done. Why not? Look at that, we're already at 5.5 seconds done.
We were working on this the last 2 days. I didn't
Well, a lot of the stuff I was working on was figuring out the 80s thing will work. Yesterday I was wanting, because there's I found a couple things that I want to put in here. One of them was I found a line of Rathalos saying, "Get your ass on that boat," and so I wanted to say I wanted to bring up the excellent customer service about threatening, but then I wanted to have like customer testimonials, and normally to do that you need 3. I wanted it, no matter what, have the last one be Rathian barking. Just like have 2 people talking, then woof, and then that's it. But the other 2 were the concern. So who do you use? I thought about using Rathalos, but with like a mustache. But
Gordon Freeman, but he just doesn't talk. Custer testimony is just staring at the camera. He doesn't talk.
No, because that would break pacing. That wouldn't make any sense, and that'd be putting a human in the world that's completely not relevant to where he is from. No.
Sorry, I didn't realize there was a continuity errors.
Well, no, I've been trying. I don't want to break my fanfic for Atlas's vote for him. No, but I don't. So I was thinking about what monsters to add, but if I put a monster in, I have to have them with the voice, and if I have them with the voice, it means I have to add lips and facial animations to them, which makes that get far more complicated. So I am working on Tobakadashi, because I think that would be a funny one, and with Ellis's voice. And I found, I can't remember what line this is.
Hey, y'all done good.
Hey, y'all done good. I also spent a good amount of time last night listening to all my buddy Keith stories, because they're all good.
They're good. Any of them about boats?
There's too many of them. There was like, some of them are up to a minute long, and there was dozens. And so I'm like, I went through a bunch. I'm like, no, I'm good. But the boat thing on here is a specific mission within Left 4 Dead 1. These are Left 4 Dead 2 people. Mm-hmm. So if there is, I don't know.
There was one at the time they had to cross the water, and Ellis like always had like unique lines. Let me see.
He has a like creepy adoration of Jimmy Gibbs Jr., the car rider guy, because there's so many lines of him like, we're in Jimmy Gibbs' car, oh my god, we're in Jimmy Gibbs' car.
Obsessed.
This guy from Jimmy Gibbs, you might have heard of him. But those are funny, and that, and he loves Zoe. Like, Zoe's his crush. Which is the amount of lines like, I love that girl, I'm gonna marry that girl. So I was going through the lines, and if I used Topeka or anybody for his voice, it would work on so many levels. I'd have so much content. So I do want to have somebody to use his voice, and there's only a very small pool of models that actually would work based on the way that they're built. Tobakadashi is one, Nergigante is one, but Nergigante, to me, if I'm going to use him as coach.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I want to have Nergigante say cheeseburger apocalypse. So, but that takes a lot of time. I had to relearn how to do some of the stuff. I finally got to the point where I was able to add flexes again, but I was running into difficulties with remembering how the hell I did it, like how, or the process I used to actually make some of the flexes, because the default for a lot of these models, in terms of like their facial positioning or anything, is like about that. So it's hard to make pucker when your mouth is open. So I think I found a way within Blender to make it so that I can temporarily close it, modify things, but it doesn't actually change the way that it is. And the reason I can't just like close the jaw is because Tomodachi has 1,000 parts. For instance, I can load them up here. So I've already exported them to my user mod for use, but get off of him. What are you doing? He's, you know how he flies? Well, that's separate things on him. So if I go to his body groups, this is how many different SMD files there are attached. So some of them, and I don't think I can turn off some of them. Like for instance, this tooth right here is not attached to the face. It's a separate model piece.
Interesting.
So that makes it difficult to do pucker when part of your jaw won't move. So I have to figure out how to merge two SMDs into a single one. And if I can do that, then they'll move together. But his eyeballs are separate, but that is perfectly fine. I want them to be separate because if I'm going to make him blink, and actually he has where is it? Yeah, boop. That's his eyelids. I have the options of open or closed.
At least he has eyelids.
Yeah, but I can't make him blink. It's open or closed. There's no in between. So it's just a model that goes over it. It's because you killed them and now they're laying there. That's what their intent is. Pretty much it. Rathalos, I figured out, had one too. But you can also go in here and be like, I want your winglets, and we're going to go partial. So all of these are separate, and that gets complicated. So I want to use him for stuff because I think he'd be funny, being a lizard that talks like Alice. But I have to check because I want to do that customer testimonial, but I don't want to just do people or just Rathian. I want to have somebody else. Mm-hmm. If it comes down to it, though, I'll use Nergigante instead.
Yeah, he does seem like he'd be better for coach, though. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and he was actually the first one I was going to plan for doing things for, or for expanding beyond Rathalos.
Yeah. I'm seeing if Velosaurus says anything about boats.
It does. Well, if it does, it has to be something positive about boats in an abstract sense, and that's where it gets complicated. He has, Left 4 Dead 2 almost has twice as many lines as Left 4 Dead 1. There's way more. But anyway.
And even these lines that you're using about the boats is from Left 4 Dead 2. The mission that he talks about boats wasn't in Left 4 Dead 1.
Oh yeah, I needed to turn Alice off. The intent was, though, after this shot, I'm gonna have a little one.
This boat?
Where this is gonna say over a dozen to choose from. I didn't want to have it be like long stretches of not Rathalos, so I'm trying to interject him at different parts.
How about?
And so, actually, I wonder, because I was thinking about doing, because in my reference video, that pan shot, that one would, if I did that, but then had him at the end of it, like pointing at the crappiest boat possible and saying that might work. I just have to double check because I'm trying to copy some of these styles because it just makes it easier. And that's going. It's not going to want to load. I thought I had all this preloaded. I need to download this. Yeah, I'll just wait. But I believe that this goes that way, and then the camera shifts directions to go the other way, which makes no sense. But if it needs to be done, it will be done.
Buddy Keith did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I love that when he's like, my buddy Keith one time, he got a tattoo on his forehead that says, "I am a moron." And he goes, and you might think that was pretty stupid, but actually a guy paid him $200 to put it up there. So who's really the moron?
I like this one that I kind of read. It said, my buddy Keith lived in a graveyard once for a whole year. It wasn't dare or nothing. He just got kicked out of his house. He said he never saw a single ghost except for this one time when a ghost stabbed him from behind and took all his money. And he might have just been a homeless guy because he had a robe and on with two eyes cut out for a face.
There was one in there where it's like my buddy Keith something goes and had burns over 95% of his body. And there's the wheels that you can get where you select a certain thing and it does voice line. Well, we had redirected all of those to other sound files. And it just lets you do that. And it worked in multiplayer. So if you selected that voice file, it would redirect it for everybody else too. Which seemed really weird. But it was amazing because we would find the most annoying sound clips that they had, and we would just do it. And if there was the conversation clips, the audio file itself would have a trigger to start the conversation for everybody else. So you would pick these ones that had these really long conversations, and you just hit that button. And you're like, God damn it! And then they would just talk for like 30 seconds straight, and then as soon as they finished, they hit it again. But the one I loved was it was Coach saying, "We gotta get to the other mother effing side of the water." And "other mother effing side of the water" was one of my favorite phrases. So I had a button for that. But it had to be a sound line for that person. If you did it and it was somebody else, it didn't quite work the same. Okay, so that was the pan shot. No, wait. Okay, I did look up the terms for this. So a pan shot is when you rotate the camera from a central position, which is what this is. The camera's not moving. It's just rotating to the right and zooming out. A shot that is looking in the same direction and rolling to the side is called a truck shot, which makes it difficult because I'm in a boatyard, and when I originally did this, calling it a boatyard truck shot just seems really weird. But it is what it's called. I'm thinking that the best idea for this is when this slows down, I'm going to switch to this one. So we're going to cut that down a little bit and do something like this. More Ellis?
Yeah, this one's about sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah, I love this one's funny as hell. If I can take it in a minute. It's like, I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith made sushi? Yeah, his mom took him to a sushi place for his birthday and he didn't want to go, but turns out he loved it, man. But it's like $10 a sushi in one of them places, so Keith figured, how hard can it be to roll up raw seaweed, right? As it turns out, it's hard. Now they say that experience is the best teacher, and experience taught Keith that if you ever eat 3 pounds of raw chicken, it kills you. Now luckily, Keith's brain went into self-defense mode and started shutting down organs to head off the chicken at the pass, and the doctors were able to get him out before his heart stopped. But to this day, Keith has no sensation in his right foot and doesn't recognize his own brother Paul anymore. I just love it. There's
other ones where they talked about like he he wanted some ice, but he couldn't find, like, he didn't have a good method, so he thought, well, those Zambonis are good at it, so he went and sat in front of one of them and rolled them over, but then he was so compacted down in it that it took him hours to dig him out, and by the time he did, he lost 2 fingers and a thumb to frostbite, and I'm like, what is left of Keith? There's nothing left.
Interesting, man. Reminds me of a story of me and my friend dousing a bunch of logs and diesel fuel so we could light them because they were all green. That was a heck of a night. Didn't work.
Okay, if I'm going to do this, I need to have light from a different angle, because otherwise it's going to look the exact same. So I'm going to move the camera. So this camera needs to be probably a 35. It's going to be here. And we're going to put... Really, it doesn't matter about continuity. I can put whatever I want, wherever I want, and it's fine. I think... Oh, yeah, that was what I was going to do. So in this shot, I had the perfect model. I was going to put an airplane. There was like a destroyed airplane from Left 4 Dead. That was perfect. I could put that one in there, but there was an actual jet, and I wanted to put it way in the back and just have it be in the shot the whole time.
Yeah.
They're still just reading through.
Yeah, I'm looking for something on boats.
Just search the word boat.
I can on the phone.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done it before.
Are you in a browser?
Yeah.
Then you should be able to search within the browser. Like, open up the settings for the browser. No, not there. There you go. Go with little dots.
I'm learning stuff.
God, I can't do that on the phone. The phones aren't smart enough. Called smartphones, Michael. Smartphones. Okay, boat is B-O-A-T.
No, this is cool.
Just put this in the background, Michael.
No one doesn't bust the Wright brothers plane. He's just got that sentiment.
No, I had an idea for one. I'm gonna stick to it.
No, that one.
No.
Not nearly as much fun. I kind of want you to put the minnow on the side of that one boat that looks like the minnow from Gilligan's Island. Who's the boat?
If it's a boat. I am still loading. I swear it's from Left 4 Dead. The airport was Left 4 Dead 1. Was that 2?
1.
Okay.
But it would have been in 2 as well, just because they ported it over all the maps.
But how did I find it yesterday? I was searching for boat.
That's one of the planes for Left 4 Dead 1, right?
I know, but that's a working plane.
You need a smashed up plane.
I don't want a working plane. This is supposed to be a salvage trash yard that he just threw a sign on. And then he had a theme of some boats. How did I find that? I don't think it would be under boat. Cause like it makes no sense, but at the same time, like no, I don't think it was under here. Can't think of what term would have the word boat in it that would put an airplane. So how did I find that? What's another term for plane? Like, is it a jet? What is that? Oh, that's like it's a pony plane.
Pony plane.
Apparently. There's jet.
That works.
I
I know ponies have
have 2 different versions.
Oh yeah, white jets for each of the planes. How about that?
Oh, one's just dirty. Oh, that's probably from Fallout 3. This is probably from, like, a different updated pack. Yo, that's the Pabs. Yeah, that's... Oh, no, that's... Mass Medic Medicine? So that's something else. This isn't even from Fallout. It just looks the same.
Looks exactly the same.
It's probably a 1950s style inhaler.
Just say Pabs on it.
That was just the folder I put everything that I got from that group in, but all it is it's an extension of the mask stuff that I already have. Mm-hmm. What is... How would I find that? Like, I thought... Well, one way to do it is we will go to Left 4 Dead. Wait, no, not even that. There's more than likely they put these into folders based on the map. So if I search airport, oh, so that's in a props unique. So this is their airport stuff.
That's a Rogan.
It's Grunt.
We got Mass Effect stuff on here.
I don't remember why. Probably a reason. Don't
Look away.
I can't remember why. No, I really want to do the airplane thing, but what would... I mean, it's an airplane. What else would I call it?
Jet?
I tried jet. I mean, the most I can think of is plane, but I kind of went through all those. There's not that many here. What is
That's
this?
a moon.
Planet.
Pluto.
It's planet.
Looks like Pluto.
Yeah.
You did find the Left 4 Dead 2 plane. It was just not broken. Maybe that plane comes apart?
No. Props vehicle. There we go. Let's try that. There's some boat pieces. Boxcar car. Car parts. Slavery van. Coal barge. Wait, that's a boat.
That was a very chintzy boat, but yes.
Rathalos takes all boats.
He always has the finest boats in his boatyard.
Here we go.
Not a boat. Helicopter.
Now I want that plane because I want to put it in the background of this shot, and because the plane would be large, it would be taking up a lot of the shot for a large amount of time. So the whole time it would just be there to be a joke. Hey, Jimmy Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Is something moving? What is this?
Jimmy Gibbs' scar.
It's coming. Oh, maybe that's not.
Driving animation.
Oh, I think they put this under vehicles.
So
I mean, an
yeah.
airplane is a vehicle. Unless it's not from Left 4 Dead.
What, the plane? No, certainly, yeah. I can't think of where else it'd be from.
What would it be under? Where did I find that? What would it... It's either airplane, plane, or jet. What else would you call it? Sky car. What else is it called?
Well, I know...
Well, because I know that they have specific models for certain bits, like Props Fairgrounds. So, that is under... Oh, here we go. Is there Props... Let's take a look. Oops. Wait, I don't want to use mine. On Left 4 Dead.
Well, the plane itself that they get on is called Lockhead.
A lockhead?
Yeah, it's the name of the plane. I don't know if they kept it under that model name or not. It doesn't look like it.
He
The
disagrees.
lockpick. Oh.
Well, because even I can't even directly select Left 4 Dead 1 stuff because that's technically a DLC, and where are those hidden?
I thought it was just part of the whole game now. I didn't think it was considered DLC.
No, it's DLC in that it's a free DLC. There's a list of free add-ons for SFM, and Left 4 Dead content is one of them. But I'm not seeing it. But or did it come by default? Or is it everything under Left 4 Dead 2? Because it's not even on this list. Well, if that's the case, then we're going to go Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2. And models, industrial, lighting, mall, planet swap, vehicle, I already checked vehicles. Buildables?
Could be.
No, I don't know what that is. Saw fairgrounds again. This is very important. Train station.
Under unique, maybe?
No. But they said hospital, so that kind of fits a little bit. So I would think that airport would be like its own thing, but apparently not. I like it says prop C-17 for Left 4 Dead.
Why do you like that? Why do you like that? Prop C-17?
City 17. It's Half-Life content that they just put into Left 4 Dead.
Yes.
I thought you would have got that right away. I forgot you're a Kentuckian. All thing I think of is I had searched for rubble and trash. So it could have been under those. Because technically if it's a destroyed plane, it's kind of rubble. No, it wasn't rubble. It was debris. That was what I was looking for. Show me your debris. Ooh. What is this? Explodes. I think I might have used this before, actually. Stuff like this comes in handy, though. This looks like it keeps growing. Oh, because it was probably the same pile.
Ooh, what's that? That looks like it.
That? There's piles of bots. I know what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. Found it.
You did it.
What is it under? Airliner. Really? Really? There was... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's low poly. No, I can't do that. I need to have the high poly version. Only the highest of quality destroyed planes for Rathos.
So you have to take the individual pieces.
Yeah, that's fine. So this is going to be a quicker pass. So I need a bigger yard. So for ground... No, not ground. Concrete floor. We're going to take these... We're going to delete them for now. Problem with loading all these unique models, though, is my memory is gonna start kicking in because there's just a lot of unique stuff. But it should be fine if I just do a restart, because a lot of it, what I've been looking for, is just because I've been sifting through the same stuff. Let's see if I can cheat this a little bit. We're going to take... Oh, so I have, for all the debris that's in these piles, I have it organized into 2 groups, boats and not boats.
That is all of life should be organized this way.
Because no, it is. You can organize life by that.
Everything that is boats and everything that is not boats.
Okay, so we have fence, and then trees and ground. This could not have rotation local. We're good. So we're gonna... Oh, no. Ground, not dirt piles. Okay. You just ate.
Yes, it is, but it's cheese.
It's toast cheese. Okay, cool. So I need to find a straight line. Good. So I want to do as close to a 180 as possible. So if I have a visual representation of what that is, it makes it easier. So I grabbed this when I was at a flat line. And I'm going to do that because now I can move this into position to potentially take over these bits. Oh, it's kind of actually cool to put it in the trees. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slight field there. So this is going to be like this. This is going to be a pan. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I just put that though, but we got to get rid of that.
You can put that under not boats.
That was under not boats. I hope I put it under not boats. If I didn't, then...
I'm going to be very happy.
Okay, so this is 35, right? Yeah. Okay. So the idea for this is going to be a shot that looks similar to... That hopefully at least loads the still. To this shot, if you see the little thing. Which is... looks like it's just slightly lower full shot forward. So we'll do it like from like here, because I can't really see the road from there. And I can see the road a couple feet in front of me. This is too close. We'll put it up here. And we'll put it to like there. I think that should work. And then this needs to be at a perfect rotation. Oops. To the back, which is right here. So I need to do a 90. Nope, that is not what I was looking for. There's a negative, that's why. Negative 90. Okay. So now it's going to follow that sideways. Cool. I can move everything a little further back as long as I don't change the camera a little. Can't select the camera for that. Okay, so I can go to about, safely, I'm going to go about a third into the brick. Okay, so I go to there, and then this does kind of, where does this lose existence? Right there. So there is some plate missing, but I can put some fence cutting there, and it would work fine. So for the ground here, I can't remember where I got this model, but it was a dried grass hill, and so I went into the textures and I changed the hue of the grass from brown to green, or the base ground grass to a slight or darker green, and then this upper grass to a bright green, and it actually like turned out pretty decent. So I was using this as a detailed initial hill. So this is the breaker between the concrete and the tree line, but that is not going to be the case with this case, or because I want to have like a small plane back there, and I do not, this won't work for that. So I need to take all these trees. So when I select them like that, it only selects the static one, I believe. And oh, is that what it's doing? And I probably could select them like that. It's because I have the transform or the other thing. So okay, I was always worried about doing that because I was gonna change something incorrectly, like not grab a bone and keep it not moved. But apparently that's only doing it because the resizing is there. So normally a field isn't going to start right away. It's going to have a couple trees interspersed, and then it's going to cut in hard.
I mean, it would start right away if somebody was like mowing the lawn.
That's why right up to this fence would be that they cut the trees down to put the cement there. But if this was a natural type thing, then the trees would kind of be spread out a little bit. So, and nobody's mowing the lawn; it's for envelopes.
Yeah, that's fair point.
Oh, this camera is moving. Okay. We do have some floating trees. That's fine. Down a little bit. This, I need another ground model. What was this one called?
You keep it at that angle, you almost don't.
Well, no, because if it goes into the distance, I wanted to show. I wanted to put one. Probably don't want to have to put one closer, but if this plane's going to be showing going off farther, it needs to be on something. And actually, as a good base for what I need to do for the distance on this plane, I don't care if it kind of falls into the forest. To be careful, my memory's running high. So, so this was airliner. Okay, this is the center part. It's like the idea that there's just a plane.
Crash. Why do I have a feeling Rathbos would have been the one to crash it? Say, hey, hello.
Well, thank you. I've been building this list for a long, long time, for that reason. But even then, my tastes have changed. The stuff towards the bottom of the list now, I kind of gotten, I wouldn't call it sick of, but it's just not as, I've heard them so many times. There's two songs I've been listening to lately that I'll play. They weren't really they're kind of this type of music, but they're like the super energy type music. I keep a playlist of those types of songs, and so that is one of them is a, what would you call it, like an electronic remix of a Johnny Cash song, and I didn't even know it until I looked it up. And that's this one, which is really, really good. And then the next one is Super Upbeat by Ricardo Tristano Tuis.
I'm told they're very good songs.
Yes, you will hear them someday, maybe, probably not.
I used to listen to them all the time during your streams when I actually watched the streams through the internet.
Okay, so I need the tail now.
So this shot's taking up a lot of memory?
I've just been searching a lot of models.
Oh.
And they're taking up more memory just because I have been digging around. Or I've been adding a lot of unique things.
I don't know where that plane crashed. No wings.
Well, that's no problem. Life is life.
Driving a bus, eh? That's cool.
It's a risky job in this type of environment, but still needed. So salute to you for having to be out on the front line. Yeah, I'm fine. I've actually caught up on uploads. It's been annoying. I've been yeah, finally. I was way behind. I was like at one point I think 8 behind, and I just dunked them all down one night. Okay, I just need a wing, and I think that's it. Yeah, I don't need the inside stuff. I don't even need the other wing.
What does a plane need wings for? Public transportation is very important, so that a lot of people can get around to their jobs and such. It's just a difficult time for it.
Oh, actually, the interior is kind of important. You know what? No, it's not. Fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of mix some trees in with it. Put that one there. And then these ones can't like be super close either, though I can understand it being kind of. I just want to mix them into this area more so that it looks like it's kind of rounding. And how many are needed to block everything might not be needed as I'm doing it. Like this one had to be back there just to block some certain things. This is another song that I actually have a video idea for, but I'm never going to do because time constraints. Okay. I'm gonna put that under not boats. Well, actually,
I don't know, man. Those planes, I hear they float on the Hudson Bridge. They become boats. Also, if you got like a James Bond plane, it becomes a plane and a car and a boat.
It's an airboat.
I feel like somebody tried to it. It didn't work out.
See, now I put airliners. Oh, no, too late. Actually, you know what? This is easy. You just call it airplane.
Now I feel like you're like spiteful to the term airliner because you took so long to find it.
Well, no, it's easy because the one thing that's nice with SFM is I don't have to retype it every time. I say airplane 1, okay, and then it goes, wait, that already exists 2? Okay. As long as I put a number at the end, it makes renaming easy because I just go like this. There. But yeah, fuck airliner. Airplane. It's an airplane.
Yeah,
Don't confuse me.
How dare you? How dare you?
My anger is confusing me. What am I doing now? We ground. That's what I was looking for. That's a dirt ground. Okay, yeah, what was the name of this one? You know, I might be able to cheat it. We're just going to take this ground. This is going to be horrible video quality, so fuck it. We're just going to make this ground bigger. Anyways, those two. Those are the two I've been listening to a lot lately. I'll go back to that one now.
Is either of them horse music?
No. I listened to horse music in a long time. Well, kind of. There's a couple songs I have that are on even this list that are horse music, but they're instrumentals. Like, the only thing that's horse about them is somebody put a picture with it.
Hey, man, when that picture comes up, joy fills me.
Alright, so we got that ground. We're gonna take another one. Put it over here. And this one we're gonna, like, angle a little bit. Gonna make it look like a little bit of a hill, maybe? I don't know.
Works.
If we do that, though, the associated trees have to be raised. Like this tree's in the ground. That's not where trees belong. They belong above the ground. They're not magic trees. They should be, though. Problem is that's going to allow a lot of the light to pass through the bottom, but that's why I've been doing it where I put a bunch of trees at the base where I can see the trunks, and then I'll put just trees in the ground behind them that just cover and fill the green. Like over here. This is one that I am going to take this ground model and I'm going to put one back here just so I have a base to work from. I'm going to lower it maybe a little bit of an angle. A little off to the side. That works. How does it work from the camera's point of view? You can't even see it. Yeah, we'll do this. Now you can see a little bit of a hill. This tree is being eaten. There we go. These are three so close. Get away from each other. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab let's just grab these trees right here. Can I copy them like this? I cannot, so I do have to actually select everything about them if I want to copy. And then we're going to rotate them around so that they don't look the same. Let's put more back here. Where's my sky card now? So we'll put it like, because this starts way over here. Oh, I don't have it moving yet. It's going to start about there. So we're going to put the trees like here. And then I'm going to move these two over here. Sure, that works. So this camera is going to truck. So I need to stop it at the end. So where's Rathlos? He's not in the shot. Why are you not in the shot, Rathlos? But you have your lock. Does this paste him with the rig? Yes, it does. This paste him with his animation. Okay, it even has his talking. Sure, we'll leave it in. But The glasses are no longer locked to his head. This needs to be locked to his... What did I lock it to? His neck? Yeah. His neck too. No, I had to lock that to his head. There we go. Oh. I'm kind of hoping that the overpass is never even visible until the shots with the sign in no other time. Mm-hmm. So like it makes no sense. We're gonna show like 8 different angles and all of them are different. That's how it works. It's the magic of cinema.
Yes.
So he is going to be at the very end of this line. Maybe he doesn't have to go all the way. And this camera, so how long is this line here?
This boat. How about this boat?
So this needs to go right at the end of this line. It's only 1 second, so I'm probably get it to about here. We'll see. We'll have it about. And then I'm going to have to add imperfections to this. So if I do this, though, he has to... the boats are going to be up pretty close, I think. I wonder if there should be a 50. If it's a 50, then I have to slow this down quite a bit. Should I have it that every time Rathalos says, "How about this boat?" or points out a boat, that it's not a boat? Every time.
You wanted to point out a boat that's not a boat every time?
Every time he says, "How about this boat?" or "Here's a boat," it's not a boat.
That is an idea.
And then when he says this boat has wheels, it's an actual boat without wheels. No, that may be a bit too much. I think that in essence caps the ignorance, so that would work. But I was thinking you could have him at the very end here, as they're going through, have his head pop up back here and be like, "How about this boat?" But
I like the idea of him starting looks at some boats, and then more and more they're not boats. Like boat, kind of a boat, definitely not a boat.
But he's not going to be saying it that many times.
That's 4 times. How many times does he say boat?
Well, I have a lot of him saying boat, but it's probably going to be jumping around, and I am going to have it. This went from me having him just say a lot of boat to like completely something else. So, like we're at 15 seconds, and he's just going to be saying boat for the first time. I think what I'm going to, I think I'm going to keep away from that, because if I put him too far from the camera with the lower 80s quality video, you're never going to freaking see him. It's just going to look like there's a red blob in the background that moved and started yelling at you. I thought that would turn faster, but apparently not. He looks like a cool dude.
How about
Alright, see you later, Clumsy.
Bye, Clumsy.
Thanks for coming. Though if you're already gone, then sorry. We're gonna do...
how about this? How about this boat? How about this boat?
That
How
works.
about this boat?
Nice thing is every time it says boat, I only have to like animate it once.
Well, that is true. And you just copy it.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find any good dragon puns.
Like
that
you can,
involve words.
when you do local and you select all the bones, you can kind of make him look around like he's confused. Like what? What's over there? Like, what? What's going on?
Now he's really in trouble. Oh no.
Michael,
I mean, you're not cute, so I don't care.
Michael, help me!
No. You're kind of awful. But that's okay. Look at him. His feet look like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. After she had the house smashed on her.
And then it's like. So I need to make sure that I need him far enough away so that he kind of comes on the camera towards the end.
How about this boat?
Or should I just do a separate shot with him? The only reason I don't want to is that right now I'm going almost 10 seconds with no Rathlos.
Here.
Well, you're gonna have him talking in the
Your
pan,
ass is
right?
in here.
You're gonna have him talking during the pan over the boats, right?
No,
No?
because I don't have salesman talk for him.
Oh.
I mean, Francis doesn't have anything about selling stuff, so there's no lines I can interject that many times in a row that aren't going to sound completely weird. Unless I wanted to do like people do with TF2 characters and start nitpicking audio clips to make them say things, but that sounds so weird normally.
Yeah, it's normally just incredibly slapstick is the way it works.
How about
So I'm thinking I'll just keep, because what I can do is I can do this shot shortened, this shot shortened. We'll get rid of Rathlos in this one. Well, I'll just hide him for now. And so it's just going to be like a side pan with the
I still like that's my favorite joke in this whole thing.
really.
Doesn't
how
it
about
stop?
this boat?
Love it.
So this, because this can cross over. So I think let's just gonna keep it consistent. So we'll shorten this to about there and that to about there.
Francis lines.
Yeah, that feels very 80s, and the camera cut. Not only that, but one of my pet peeves is direction changes, to where it's like it's like when you change directions, how you have the G-forces from changing direction. And that's what this is, where you're drifting this way, and then suddenly like, and they pull you the other way, and I don't like that.
So that's what they did
How
in a
about
lot
this
of those old commercials or something.
No, that's what they did in the exact reference. This is the reference
Yeah.
video. This. It's hard to see, but this shot down here was the back pan, the back pan, and then followed by the left truck. So yeah, I'm following this video's reference because this says 400 in stock, and so that's where I was following that idea for. it's easier to take the idea from an actual 80s commercial. And there were some over the top ones. There was one with a pig and another guy running cars into each other, and that was like so over the top that it was not usable. That one I found was just the most cliche one. And then after all those pans, it just has two guys standing in front of what looks like a probably green screen, and like oh my god, holy crap! And it was pretty good. Thankfully, I have a lot of the oh god, holy crap stuff. But
80s car commercials were the best.
The other thing I had to figure out how to do is how to degrade the audio to 80s quality. Because it needs to sound like it's like 10-bit audio or something. But that one I think shouldn't be as difficult. I think I can actually drop the bit rate.
Yeah. Make it sound really awful.
I wouldn't be surprised if like After Effects even. After Effects actually has a preset of bad TV. So
oh, wow, that's got scan lines.
The bad TV did
That's
that.
perfect.
No, all the bad TV did
Oh, okay.
was this.
That's pretty good.
I then went and added on the stuff to wash out the colors more, and
Yeah.
played with it more.
That looks good.
But yeah. You've got the spinny boat.
How about the bolts? The entire
And-
budget
and-
went into that sound.
And the lights blink.
Ooh. Can you make any of them just be out?
I was going to do that, but I don't want to do that until later. But I had the idea. I was gonna have like one stuck on, and then another one not only out but black. It exploded.
Really?
Well, this is their incandescence,
Yeah, I mean they did do that sometimes.
and these aren't just normal ones. Those are probably those bright fuckers.
The halogens.
Yeah.
But they're just basically incandescence.
How about
Coding.
Okay, I need to have this cut. The text here, and I probably have. Oh, and the reason I want to put this in After Effects is that in all the other ones, it took the really cheap, like when I said dozens, it did the slide reveal from the top, and it was like shik, shik, and it was so bad, and I love it. So we're gonna do that in the final. I just can't play the video because of the internet. So, okay, so then we're gonna push his audio to the next
how
shot.
about how about
What boat do I want to have him do? I kind of want to put him on like this one. Is there? Huh?
You did say you like that though.
I was hoping for like a pirate ship with the steering on front and just have him up there like. Oh no, but that would be so small compared to him. Yeah, that'd be fine. So we'll do that pan or that truck there, and then what I need to do too is all the items from this shot that are. Oh no, this one that are boat and not boat. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go back here. And I'll paste. I think all the boats that are in here need to go away. Building needs to stay, sky card needs to stay, so we have boat, 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 boat. Oh yeah, there's baby carriage too. So this is in not boat. Bag pile. This is where I kind of hit the point of I need not boats. Burnt building debris. That's not boat. This is a boat. Boat. Boats. Not boat. It's like playing a game of boat, not boat. Which is these is a boat. That's a boat. How about this? That's a boat.
Not a boat. Not a boat at all.
So the boat trailer's not a boat. It's tricking you. See, this way you gotta stay on your toes. And I didn't really fill in the front part of this yard, though, so... I have a couple options here. I can keep it, or I think I'm gonna go this route.
Looking at all the times Francis says boat.
He says boat a lot.
He does say boat.
That's why I did this, because literally there's like 15 lines in a row of him saying boat, 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 get to the boat, boat, how about this boat? Why not this boat? This boat has wheels! Like, that's where I got the idea, because it's just so many.
There is one that he says, don't worry, I hate boats too. He
Yeah.
hates boats.
We're gonna select the other side, because I don't want to mess with Rathalos' light. So this is boat, not boat. The camera's not going to move. The trees are going to move. The fence is going to move. The building is not going to move. The sky card is not going to move. I think that should be fine. Yeah. So we're just crunching these groups together to get everything closer. I could probably even do it one more time, but I want to make it feel a little separated from the next shot.
Here.
So I will need to put some more back here. Okay, so this shot right here, I can clean this up a little bit. I do not need Rathalos in this shot. These fences, I do not need this one. Actually, I think double is the only one I need. Yeah. Oh no, actually I don't even need the double, because this shot doesn't have it. The building isn't needed. Delete. All the boats aren't needed. Gone. Concrete floor. Gone. Overpass is needed, but not all the pillars. None of the trees are needed. It's just stuff just eating up memory. Yeah, like, what the hell? My memory was sitting up in the, like, 3000s. Now it's at 241. What happened?
Memories. Gone. Your computer got Alzheimer's.
What happened? No, that's fine, because I was hitting up on a cap of memory anyway. But it also hasn't changed by a single kilobyte, so that could mean that it is... Oh no, there it goes. Okay.
Shut back up.
No, it jumped up a little bit. What it probably was Kitty. I was going through all those files, and the memory is probably built to, if it hits its cap and it has all this built from just me browsing, it clears all that out. And when it cleared all that out, all I'm left with was 241 megabytes. So good. So I think what we could do for this, so this last shot, I don't want to delete anything because I want to utilize some of it. So we're going to take this boat. How about this boat? Which one are you? There we go. Copy.
How about this boat?
Oh, it's in this shot. Durr. This is going to change quite a bit again, so... wonder if I should copy like one of these shots. This shouldn't be. This is there. As the talking, I should just have this changed to "give us your money," like, but not mention it during the talk at all.
That would be funny.
Or just have it like for a second pop up there, and then
Subliminal messaging. Rathalos would stoop to it, no doubt.
or have it like it's overlay video, like it's hazy and kind of wobbly behind it. I did figure out how to do that.
How about this boat?
Okay, so if I use...
Yep, those are contagious.
Yeah, I'm just going to go from here. I don't want to have to rebuild Rathalos. So...
There is a line where he says, "There's a boat. Hell, there's boats everywhere."
There is?
Yeah.
Does it say what the file name
He says,
is?
"Hey, Bill, look, there's a boat. There's boats everywhere." So it's when he's responding to Bill, but if he cuts it to, "There's a boat. Hell, there's boats everywhere."
That would work. I have to...
It's one of the intros to the episode The Sacrifice.
Is that a DLC? Yeah, that was a DLC. Okay, I mean, that's towards the beginning, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. No, that would actually be a good one for advertising.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I've been looking for.
That actually would be better for this next part
Yeah.
than anything.
Hell, there's boats everywhere. Just even that part.
And then there's boats everywhere. Fuck.
It doesn't crash.
Some of these, as I'm playing it, if I hear somebody's name, I immediately stop and go to the next audio bit
Yeah.
because I don't want to have them saying Bill.
Yeah, but you can cut the Bill part out.
Yeah.
On that one.
So it's biker, veteran,
She's a college girl or something.
teen girl.
That's it, just teen girl.
There's teen girl. Who's the other person with them? Manager.
Manager.
Coach is coach. Ellis is mechanic. Nick is gambler. And Rochelle is director or something, or producer, I think. Okay.
I don't see anything. Get to the We ready? Watch her. Get to the bridge.
Okay,
Get
so
to the
a lot of these are
bridge.
bridge
Do you
ones.
think that, Lewis? If you don't stop being okay, pass the bricks. Hey, Lewis, we've been through the whole goddamn country, and it's all one big shithole. Still think it's going back to normal? Okay. Explain to me again why we didn't take any one of the perfectly
There's
good
also one
boats
where
we
he says,
passed.
"Boatman,
Okay.
get..."
So,
Did you find it?
no. what was
Okay,
it?
but
Said,
why didn't we
"Boatman,
drive
get
one
your
of
fat
those
ass
boats
over
to
here."
look for a sailboat? Okay, but why didn't we drive one of the other boats
So
to go
there
look
is
for
some
a
boat things
sailboat?
here.
I'm still not seeing a boat. What the hell does this mean? Whoa, how'd you do that? Bullshit.
Does it start with
Say
Bill?
Bill's in
Yeah,
nice.
he says, "Hey, Bill."
Lewis, if you don't about to die. Hey, Lewis. Okay. But I'm still over the ship. Across, down the up the on top of the bridge. Past under the nice ship. Nasty get up. Anyone want to guess what we need? Let's hit. I think tank. Is this? And why don't we want? Lewis tells. Found one. Why'd we? Holy sh! Found one. Hey, found one.
That might have been
What? Man, really?
They're saying found one.
So this is I think those. Wow. Hey, I ain't the one that thought. Wow. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Bill. I think I might have missed the finer points of your plan. I caught all the train stuff. Something about a boat to an island paradise. But I missed the part where we're stranded in the middle of goddamn nowhere. I'm going. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. Hey, Bill. When you sailed ships, were they all still made of wood?
You hear that one? Hey, Bill, when you sailed ships, were they still made of wood?
I was getting tired of being cooped up. Jesus.
It's one of the intros.
Hey,
That's why I was
stay
thinking-
there. Don't try. Dumb. I could have predicted. Learn out. Get ready. All right. Hey, go for the one with the tie.
Go for the one with the tie.
How about this boat? There's
Oh,
a
here we
boat.
go.
There's a boat.
There's
How
a
about
boat.
this
How
boat?
about
There's
this
a boat.
boat? There's a
Hey,
boat.
There's a boat.
There's a
That
boat.
Bill. Will that boat?
Wait.
Bill. There's a boat. Will that boat work? I think this car will float.
I think this car will float. That actually could work.
Will that boat work? I think this car will float.
I want to load that one out.
This guy, like,
Hey, here's a boat. Boat. What about this one? Boat. Look, Bill, this boat has wheels. Quiet, Zoe.
None of those have it.
How about this boat? There's a boat. Hey, there's that boat. We gotta stop. Let's stop. Hey, you think that last? I wish. One more. Why? Yeah, no more. Lewis, nerd, you're such. Why don't we just? Well, there was.
You
that
just say
ship
the
back
first
there.
words is funny. It's
Why
like,
don't we
hey,
just
hey,
live
hey,
on the
Lewis,
boat?
nerd.
Well, Bill, keys. They're not the
Weren't
keys.
some of them
Bill, I
marked
just
as
want to make
intro?
it clear in front of
some of them
everyone
marked as
that
intros.
I'm
It says
against the
intro
island
for the
plan.
Sacrifice. It's one of the intros.
Yeah, but I don't know which ones of those are, unless it is C6 DLC 3.
Jesus, have you ever been to an island? They're not. I hate to start it. I hate it. Yeah, I hate. Oh no, the vampire. That's a see? Hey, Lewis. See, I mean, hey, no. Hey, Lewis. No, man. It's a stupid island, dumbass island. Damn right.
There's another one here.
That boat. Yo, Captain Bill, can we take this ship?
There's a whole bunch in here about him hating islands, and I found a map of an island, and so I have
that boat,
plans for
dude.
that too.
There's your sail. Bill, is that a sailboat by the bridge? Why, yes, it is. There's your sailboat, Bill, by the bridge. That boat'll do. There, Bill, is that a sailboat by the bridge? Why, yes, it is. We're gonna need to raise that bridge. Bill, is that a sailboat by the bridge? We're gonna
Somebody
need
says,
to raise that bridge.
is that a sailboat by the bridge? Why, yes, it is. There's too many.
Do we? Hey, Bill. Okay, so I'm not fine. Hey, Louis. Hey, okay. Hey, Bill. I think there's a sailboat in the train.
I love in this one. It's a tank in the train yard, and there's just all this audio where he's trying to convince them to open it up instead of him. He's like, "Hey, Bill, I think there's a boat in that train yard."
Okay,
says
fine
there
with
that
hey,
it's all the
hey,
train
Louis.
yard
Fine
scenes.
with me.
I think there'd be one that just says intros.
In intro?
It would say intro, yeah.
Well, how do you know that?
Because it says on here that it's one of the intros.
Well, there's intro files here.
It wasn't one of those.
Is this the? And why don't we want any of these? But Louis, found one. Why'd we stop? Holy shit! Did that truck have a head-on collision with a boat? Found one. Hey, found one. What?
Where's that one?
We're not even found one.
So I'll sing found one.
What? We're not even gonna try driving it on the ground?
We're not even gonna try driving it on the ground.
Man, Zoe is pissed. Really? This is you pissed. So this is the Florida Keys. Crazy how it looks like some shithole in the middle of nowhere. I think those are Bill's tears. Hey, I ain't the one that thought we could drive a frickin' train through the ocean. Wow, I never thought I'd say this. but I think I want to hang out with Lewis. Hey, Lewis. And hey, Bill. I think I might have missed the finer points.
Yeah, these are going back
going.
ones we've heard.
Yeah, sandy beaches, coke. Okay, I vote for the island. Aye, aye, Captain. Don't worry. Hey, Bill. When you sailed ships, I was getting tired of being cooped up. Looking forward to some walking.
I'm not finding it, man.
Yeah, it exists.
Well, yeah, but we need a file name.
Get to the everyone to the boat.
I think this DLC is the one because that was with a generator, right?
The one where Bill dies. It's that one. So
Hey,
it's called the Sacrifice.
nice ride. Nope, not a chance.
Yeah, and this is a different DLC.
Spoilers.
You didn't have anybody die. Bill was just
but
a cannon.
Bill's supposed to be the one who dies.
Take this. What's up? Honestly, I'm more of a bike man myself. Don't just stand there. Haul ass. Yeah, I'm not Lewis. Sorry. Or any kick? Oh yeah, really? Okay, brother. And I'm telling. Look, is there any brother? Hey. I heard that. Hey. Hell yeah, bite me, go to I was hey, you down, hell yeah, no ma'am, no ma'am, ma'am, can't, hey, nice ride.
Well, it would have been that they say it initially, but whether it's called an initial file or not,
Yeah.
that's different. I went through most of these, but like I said, if I hear the word Bill, I just kind of like throw it out.
I'm coming. Uh-oh, watch out. Deer around here.
Let's see if I can't find a file.
Probably not. Nobody's gonna put that there because they just probably listened to the game and wrote down the line. There is another DLC group at the bottom here. Well, that's airport. It's definitely not in there. Farmhouse, hospital, small town.
I hate small towns.
First one I click is I hate small towns.
Sounds right.
Oh, and then these are different people.
Jesus Christ.
What's not?
Not Francis.
Yeah, I think it's going to take me too long to go through the gajillion audio files to try to find that exact one.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing it. To me, that sounds like a interaction of sorts, and
With Bill, yeah.
which means it's not going to be under choke or close the door or any of that stuff. It's going to be under one of these generic grouping ones. And to me, it makes the most sense being under here.
How about this boat? There's a boat.
But none of it
There's
works.
a boat. Hey, there's a boat. That boat? Quiet, Zoe. Look, Bill, this boat has wheels. What about this one? Boat, hop in. Boat, hop in. Let's get out of here. Boat. Hey, here's a boat.
Some of these I never
I
let
think this
play.
car will float. What about this one? Look, Bill, this boat has wheels.
Yeah, the only one I have with Bill is that one.
I hate these blast generator. I hate these stupid. I wish I was heading to it.
Yeah.
This car will float. Oh.
I'm gonna keep that one at the end here. I'm actually gonna shorten this again. I don't want to have this go so too long.
Yeah. No, nothing.
You didn't find something?
No.
Okay, so I'm thinking about backing this off a bit more. Because I still feel like that plane feels really close. We're gonna try to add another. I had added it before, but I'm gonna try. Okay, I cannot work with that text there. Okay, so if I do that, can I take this camera and back it off? Yep, that works. I wish I could put it even further backwards, but then I'd have to fill more of a lot, so don't want to do that. So we're going to grab our double fence here.
Oh yeah, the cheap fence.
Okay, so for how far this travels, we go from that edge, just barely, to that visual edge. So all the concrete floors that are in out of camera view can be deleted. The more I can keep the memory, the better. At least for processing reasons. And then one's gonna get rid of at the beginning here. Just 3. Yeah, like this one's is still there, but it's really, really close. So I don't want to get rid of it just in case there's any adjustments. And I do want to have the camera kind of wobble because it's not going to be perfect. Again, it's somebody with like walking the camera.
Mm-hmm. Cheesy as can be.
It's the intent. Okay, and then I can get rid of these two. The other ones I have to keep. Fence. That's good. And then trees, I now can move these to better fill space that I have. Take a couple from this flock. Move over here. Come on, why can't I see you? There you go. Okay. Alright, now we just gotta take our boats. I think that camera might be moving too fast.
You just kind of seem like the person sprinting. And I think the camera
Well, I think when the people were doing it before in those actual shots is they were in a car and they were out the window recording it.
I always thought they were like just standing in place, rotating the camera like this.
Some of them they do. That's what this shot is. Mm-hmm. That is a single standing point, but then there's the ones where they truck it and they have it. I don't know if they're driving by or something. But I do think that this feels a bit fast because I do want to have everything closer. And this is not closer. Actually, this is also... Okay, yeah, I did adjust that. I had to drop the frame rate to 30 because 30 was the standard frame rate too. So I had it at 60. 60 FPS is now look right for 80s. I thought about doing 24, but then that really wasn't the standard. So
yeah. Animation standard, but not what TVs were capable of.
So this boat is gonna. So this is what I kind of want to do is I want to have these boats like up real close. But yeah, that goes way by way too quick. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna pick. I think a little bit. All right, let's do it right here. No, playhead. Well, so this will be half speed. You know what? I swear though, I don't think it was quite that fast, but I swear it was actually pretty quick, because the whole point was that there is this text on the screen, and so you're reading that. So I actually think I'm gonna keep the same speed. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to just show a crap load of cars, but the text is the focus. So then the speed actually works. So I'll keep that. And I have to redo this. Actually, I deleted the file. I had to remake it completely. But I have to fatten it.
Why did you delete the file?
Because when I was going to bed last night, I just kind of closed everything. And for that, it's whatever. I made this text made like 2 minutes. I think it was super quick.
So hours of working.
The only thing I didn't know was what are how many pixels is it wide to be 1080 tall? I couldn't remember that number. So when I made this, I didn't know what the actual boundaries were of the box. That's why it's tighter in. And then I just literally just grabbed the mouse and went. I was gonna have it like faded, but then that looked like somebody had to have the technology to make it transparent.
Just somebody like.
So this is just looking like somebody just etched on there
on the film itself.
Yeah. We'll put on different shots, like put the cigarette burn in the corner. Mm-hmm. Like boop.
Yeah.
Boop.
I don't know. I feel like the cigarette burn was something that was done in like professional videos, not so much
That was for
cheap car commercials.
That was for reels of film, and it was only to let them know when to change it. So that wouldn't make any sense on this.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna grab this shot again. So we have. I don't want to have it be the exact same setup I just had. So that's why I'm gonna grab just a bunch of these, and we're just going to, like. So we have our inflatable boats, but so what I had to be careful of is I'm technically saying a dozen in stock, but it could have been that this commercial was recorded before or something. So, all right, so our inflatables are gonna stack.
Oh.
Actually, I think to stack them, I am going to put another one behind it. I think I have at least one more. I do not. We shall make a new inflatable. Oh yeah, I'm going to put you in that boat now. So this is their discount pile.
Not all the broken ones.
So the camera focal distance is going to be on the first line of cars, but the aperture is going to be very low. But even with the aperture low, it's motion blur. Which, you know what? That's fine. It's motion blur. That's the way it should be. I just feel it's too much, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, yeah, I don't.
You're even gonna notice it once the rest is low.
Probably not. Actually, it's when it's put in. Right now things will feel jumpy because there's no motion blur, and it looks like it's blurred right now. But as soon as I push play, your brain just kind of interprets that that's the way it's supposed to look. That your brain is seeing the blur and actually like removing it from your vision. Your brain is a smart boy.
Nah.
So when they do these pan shots, truck shots, they ended up often having them in lines, and so that you could kind of see between the lines of stuff. So that's why I want to do it here, I don't want to have just big old piles of junk. That was the initial shot. So these ones, I was actually thinking about making like the stickers, you know, they put those, the big 8.5 by 11s with a single number on it, and then they put multiple in a row that are with like a bright yellow background. I thought about doing that too. So you just put like big price tags on things, but put it for like $4 or something. Whatever Rathlos has to do with money.
I have a firm belief that he does not understand the value of money. I just want him. This boat is $4. This boat is $50,100. Yes, it's a good boat.
I forgot I was gonna finish this fence. I'll keep that one just in case.
Is that part of the fence just gonna be knocked over when the plane's at?
That's what I did for in this one.
Right. Dozen in stock. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting sick of looking at that all the time though.
The dozen in stock.
Oh, I muted the whole track. I just need to mute clips. There we go. I still need to see in my 4.3 so I know I'm working in the right area. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with the fence. I can put the fence broken again. That's for sure. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to show it on the ground.
It does make the most sense.
I'm probably never going to see it.
A plane just crashed there and just knocked
It's not crash. He brought it.
Okay.
He took it down as a trophy.
Yeah, but I feel like he's the one who took it down. Like it was in the sky, and then Dragon happened, and then it wasn't in the sky no more. And now he's gonna sell it.
I'm kind of thinking about, like, do I want to put a helicopter in here? But he would never want a helicopter there. I have to do another helicopter follow-up. I haven't done another...
You gotta do it's gotta be like a progressive storyline of him getting helicopters.
Well, no, I have a video already in my head for helicopters, but to do it requires a run animation. Because there's an audio bit of him yelling, "Oh shit, run!" and just run. And I wanted to have like Flight of the Bumblebees or something with like a ton of them coming over the hill, and he's just running away.
These videos are getting more laughter. I'll be right back.
It's called the sun, Michael. Don't forget your glasses. So I've been dieting lately, and I'm trying to drink a crap load of water, and okay. So I'm keeping track of everything. So I just finished my water, so I have to record it. So I'm okay with some of the stuff in the background being kind of a mess, but I don't want it being the same mess. Oh, okay, so that's the one thing too. So now I have lots of space for bigger stuff. So in here, I need to grab some of those bigger boats. Oh, I had the audio library loaded. I'm pretty sure I saved it before, but I want to be sure. I'll delete the autosave, so I'm just going to copy the autosave, and then...
That's in here.
Fence looks fine, so we're good. Though this is fences... Why are all these fences sideways? I don't care if it's perfect, but I don't want them all consistently bent in the same way. Here they're a little bit awkward, but that's fine. Alright, now I'm going to check that again. I think I did use that one already. Do I think I used this one? No, it's new.
How about this?
Okay. Okay, so this line, okay, yeah, I think I might need to add a few more lines to this first bit because I don't know if that's going to be enough to cover 6 seconds. But this is no longer going to be that.
How about this boat?
So that's one bigger boat. He'll be in action soon. Oh, well, a lot of this I need to lead up to get things started, and then I don't want to block the plane. I wonder, can I put this one up forward? Oh, it's already right there. From the angle, though, it's hard to tell they're the same boat. That's fine then. want to try and have a lot of this intro stuff done first, and then start injecting more Rathalos at the last half. But a lot of what's going to be with him is, I think, just the audio being tossed in. Or like random audio, just like suddenly him saying something and saying something. Looks in really good condition. I don't know if I want to put that up front. Whatever. This is where I think I'll put a car in there just for fun. I kind of want to put like to prevent like the thing getting too long. I kind of want to put Rathian in here, like beating on one with a stick. I don't think I need to have her pre-made animation. Oh, she is too big though. You are a bit too big. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to load in the idle sequence just because it gets her into the position. That's all I need. I don't need the animation from it, but I do need that. Oh no, she could be repairing. Is there a wrench? No, I hid all her the other bones, and now I need them. I think it's bone 9. Yeah. For a decent size of boat, kind of a mid-size. Let's go with that. Because I needed it to be up a bit higher. I'm only going to do this because it'd be funny. Oh. Does it work to do this? Yes, it does. We can't select spine 1.
How about...
It kind of works. Rathian. What is going on? He's like, and then just. I think what I wanted was to play head here and then have it go.
Up. How about
Something about having her like stop for a sec, but that don't have enough time.
How about this?
So the thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Check it out.
How about this boat?
Okay. And then I probably want to have... See, that's where, again, the motion blur is going to kill me. I can drop it, but... I need to make sure that that is... well, and what I can do is instead... we're going to go camera in. And then we're going to round this.
How about this boat?
I think if I do that, it's going to spread this out more. Or I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring that in a little bit more. I'm gonna blend less of it. I'm gonna have it continue for more time than I was doing.
How
Now then it's actually cutting off the time getting to Rathian. I'll just leave it for now. That's the other thing with this. So when she's doing this, so play hitting a little bit of the spine's motion with it, and then I'm going to delay it a little bit. Okay, so that's the motion. And then I don't think I can just grab position and do that without affecting the rotation as well. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it did. Well, if I could do that. Oh, actually, I'm gonna...
How about...
Okay, that works. I'm just gonna smooth it out. Can I pull him closer? Maybe that's what's being weird about it. I think a lot of this is spine 2 has control of the shoulders and stuff. What if I lock the collar and then I take its rotation and I find a comfortable spot, I'll say here, and play ahead at like 2/3. Oh, that does work. Perfect. Okay, so that just removes some of the swing of the arms. The other thing I need to do here now is I need to reload because I'm going to grab some audio, and I was in the physical library before, so for the audio I need to grab like a bang bang sound. I'm thinking the best is going to be just the generic TF2 repairing the item. Ooh, I almost did the model again. Have it.
Medical damage repaired.
No. I thought this is what it would be called. Is it just like wrench?
Guess I got the Midas touch. There's a gold.
Come on. I'm not pasting it. There we go. Doesn't quite get to it, so no final swing. You remembered,
How's it going? You got your taco. Ruff.
so, she's helping? Like she's... And I had some wrench sound. So as it's coming there, you can start hearing wrench noises.
How about
And I think she doesn't quite get in that last swing, but I think I'm going to give her the noise anyway. She deserves it. She's a good girl.
I'm working very hard for those noises.
how about
Oh, he put the Half-Life boat in there.
how about
Or am I just hallucinating?
I'm going to have to cut it really quick, though.
how about
You know, if anything, I'm going to grab Rathian. Oh, you know, I didn't actually animate that last little bit for her. I just puppeteered it, so it's not really that well done. But this should actually have her head come down like that around this point.
She's the mechanic for the dealership.
Well, it was like, what can I have her do in the background, just so that if there's a gap with nobody being shown, what can I have done? And I'm like, well, you have Rathian back there. What do I have Rathian do? Well, probably beat the crap out of something. It was either that or I was going to have her grab the swan boat and just swing it around. But I thought that would be too distracting.
Big tasty swan.
How was your nap?
I need a longer one.
I mean, in the time it took you to con, I started that just after you left. So that's all that took.
I came back and it's beautiful.
But there's that motion blur again. But I'll have to see. I want to see what the render looks like, and then once the bad audio video's put with it, because one of the things that this video does, or like one of these layers, is it adds a color emboss, which sharpens everything, and because of that, the blur might partially be adjusted, like into a sharper variant. So I'm just going to leave it as is for now. Alright, now for lighting on this, I need the same as this shot, but like, oh, actually I think the main thing I just need to do is move that sky, because it is right now wrong side. It's the same sky I've used for every one of these.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, it is. So this one, I wanted to imply that the sun was coming from behind. Oh god. Move faster. Sadly, you have to zoom out and then it'll move faster. You zoom in. Move so slow. Why is this so bright now? Oh, I was in the wall before, wasn't I? Okay, but the sun needs to be as narrow as possible to get as best of a shadow as possible. So do that. The distance is not quite there, actually. Is this doing anything? I was hoping the trees all a little. Keep that for now then. These corner volumetrics, this needs to go into this corner, because this is implying where the sun is coming from.
How about...
Okay. So see a shadow there. Have a shadow there.
Oh, it's not the Half-Life boat. It's just an airboat.
Yeah, the other boat's like over there.
Okay, so it wasn't the
Dude.
shadow. That wasn't even the boat I was looking at.
This was blue.
I only saw it for like a second.
You just again pulled from the knowledge of Half-Life only.
My limited
Kentucky knowledge.
It's just ponies and Gordon Freeman. That's all in my brain.
Ponies, chili, and
Gordon Freeman.
Golden Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
The one free man.
That is what they call him. It's not very creative. Did you ever finish Alex?
No, not yet. I'm getting there.
When was the last time you played it?
A couple weeks ago.
It's good stuff.
Been busy. What did I play today? Well, actually, I did like a lot of stuff today. I got on a Humble Bundle a while ago the Scythe board game digital edition. I was able to play a full game against an AI in 35 minutes. That was pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
I won. Well, they ended the game, but I destroyed them. I got like a bunch of achievements just for a lot of the stuff. But what else did I play?
Like
I think that was it.
I've been very busy with my other games.
No, this is the only game I played today.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't play anything else. I thought about it, but then I didn't.
I thought you worked today.
No, I had today off.
That's good, because I came home while I was watching TV and I was like,
Oh, no, today's my off Friday.
because I thought you were working. I'm just like, hey. Everybody's job looks a little different.
See, this I'm a little bothered by how the shadows are working on this sun. Oh, I'm not even in that shot. There we go. So the reason is because it's only going to be as dark as these other lights are going to allow. So if I have this off, this light is controlling the brightness of everything. So if I take that down, then that helps the shadows pop a little bit more. But why isn't this one casting a shadow?
I want that to be an 80s TV series. Ghost Boat.
It just doesn't cast a shadow.
That's really weird.
Because like that one's casting a shadow.
Yeah.
This one just doesn't cast a shadow. Well, I can't use you then.
Aw, that's good though.
It was a pretty good boat. I'll need to find a different boat. Just like a little piece, or like, here you go, here's your boat. If you hold onto it tight, you'll float.
Oh. I
Crash.
gashed and it crashed. I want you to find that piece of driftwood from Titanic.
It's just a door.
Yes. It's a good boat, but it only fits one. Don't let anybody tell you different roads.
No, don't load out a save. Open receipt. So I saved autosave just in case it was too far back.
Oh, stop.
You just took the boat out.
Hmm?
Wasn't that far back at all, you just took the boat out. Or have you not put it in yet?
Well, being it's gone means that this is an okay version of the file. So it's just, I'm in the habit of anytime I go to load a model, I save, then I go to load a model. Because I never know. So I normally trust myself, but if I'm not 100% certain that I did, I don't trust that I did.
Those anvil shaped boats look like pretty good boats.
See, these are pretty shitty.
They are.
This one should be shitty enough. Kind of looks like Goofy. He's like, whoosh.
I see it, yes.
He's like rapping.
It's getting to me.
Well, because there was from here to here a full 6 seconds with nothing really goofy going on besides text. So I needed to put something, and that was the filler. I need another boat to go at the end here, though. So it's not just ending on a car. I don't have like one of the canoe types. Canoes are basically what I have the most of.
But somebody started painting before they finished.
Oh, there we go. It's a PI boat.
How about?
No, it's good that she's there though, because who else is gonna fix the boat?
She's done a very good job. Look at all those boats she's fixed. Now I'm just imagining all these boats were in like perfect condition before she started fixing them.
Yes. You bought them all brand new. She made them slightly used.
Yes. Some used boats.
I love Rathian. I love being able to use Rathian for just this stupid shit.
Yeah. You've destroyed her character and made it wonderful.
No, I was lazy and I didn't want to add facial features, so she gets barking. It's fun. I love making the bark. I've almost thought to go back and still add the lip control just so that she has a better bark. Or that, but she can be angry. I have the lip control that was built into it, like Rathalos, where I can make the angry face with it. So I can make her go grrr. But that's about it. I can't make her blink. So she just stares into the distance.
It fits.
I think I can make her... Oh no, I don't think I can. Nope. I thought I had the control to have her shut her eyes. I believe these models have it built into it, but it's not visible. I'd have to actually go in and open or make it accessible. But hello, Kilchan.
Hey.
Yes, you did. Actually, I don't know if you're able to see it, but Kilchan, but they did add a moderator mode for Twitch now. So it allows you to have more control to see how many people are banned or whatever, and still watch the stream at the same time. It's kind of neat. Yeah, it was actually seemed very intuitive and detailed, really detailed. So that's really cool.
I was a little curious about that. The ban.
Oh, that was just somebody with promoting something again.
came in. I'm just imagining he came into the chat and said, "Rank with Dash's worst pony," and he's just like, "No."
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's a much better story. It's like a fish out of water. Hey, Classic.
Hello, Classic. So it shouldn't change anything. Sweet. But now the camera is not moving. So now I can add a little bit of jitter. Oh, no. Not Z jitter. There we go. Oops,
No,
too much. It's like I
Braxton's
added.
having a seizure.
You put a little 1 second of jitter in there, and then you stretch it to 10 seconds, and it's still crazy because jitter is every frame. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how much it has in there. Like, oh, I know why. Because I have to actually save it.
Given the condition of that pavement, it almost makes sense.
No, that would be like smooth, and then like the whole camera just goes. Okay. No, just smooth that a bunch. You guys are an opposite.
Classic is 1 hour ahead. Somewhere
So
in the Midwest.
We're in the Midwest.
He's more Midwest.
No, he's more east.
He's... Oh. I just woke up.
Good morning.
Good morning. I slept for 30 minutes. You know, if I could get him to put a pony in these videos, that would make my day. But
There, that's kind of a nice little,
get him to do it.
a nice little imperfect camera movement.
How about this?
Okay, I think the only thing to add to this shot then is just, I want to add more junk. Because right now it feels like there's stuff, but there's not like a ton of stuff. I need to put more stuff. But
How to build the perfect junkyard.
I love building destroyed junk areas because it tells a story. And I love that because you can just, by spreading things out, tell a story of something that happened without a single animation or precursor or nothing. Mm-hmm. I love being able to do that. Where normally with a clean area, there's no story that you can do like that. Ah, New York. We're in wonderful Minneapolis where everything's on fire.
Get your asses in here!
I think his jaw got like, oh yeah, I opened it for an example and then I didn't
right.
reshut it.
We're in the future where we already have flying cars. Always.
Right! That's right! Get your asses in here!
Japan having its various social problems.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
One would imagine.
What's a very... I need to find some very 80s sales music. Can't be retro 80s. It's got
Well, like, what's the commercial you were using as reference to?
I don't think it had any music.
Yeah,
It was just so fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't think they ever had music in this car commercials because that would cost money.
There was
They
one.
would just have goofy sound effects.
There was one in this one. Yeah, here it is. No announcement, no pictures. This saves us money. A new Chevrolet car or truck. The lowest prices ever. These are the lowest prices anywhere. We'll prove it. That's it. It's just text on a screen because it's cheaper.
I've noticed over the years the one thing that hasn't really changed much in price is cars. Like you have your super expensive cars, but you can get like a brand new $15,000 small car today.
I just realized that with the problem with this move, the clouds, you could see the move because the camera is, if they're that far away, you sidestepping a couple feet shouldn't have the sky change that much.
Yeah.
So you offset that by. I don't think I have this slow down anymore, right? Nope. Okay. So we grab our sky card, and we.
I think Kelchan was trying to
what?
suggest some music.
Oh. Well, I can see. It depends on if it's copyright or not. Oh yeah, the "fuck you" Baltimore stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep that up because I will check it though. But it's the commercial is gonna be based kind of like that. I haven't determined if I wanted to have the announcer voice for this be excited or monotone and boring. I haven't figured that out yet.
That's one way to put it. It's accurate.
How about?
Technically, that's correct with the background, the sky. It's just that the camera's swaying a lot, so it makes it feel like it's moving more than it actually is. So, but that's fine. So, I don't mind it moving a little bit. It didn't make any sense before.
You know what's the nice thing about all this downtime and not being able to take vacations due to this whole thing? I'm saving up so much vacation time.
Can you carry?
Yeah.
Just a week?
He didn't really say.
Standard company policy is to carry 1 week.
Yeah, but my boss is kind of just like, yeah, whatever most of the time.
Yeah, because our company policy is I can carry up to 3 of my yearly.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it for well over 3 years even if I took none.
Because I'm kind of still hoping I can go to England next year.
I still want to try to do DC in the fall, but that really depends on what. We're also going to try to do Utah again in the fall. So
With your family.
yeah, but I'm going to have plenty of vacations saved up. Before I was going to be at the negative at this point, and I'm at I think I have 3 days worth now saved. So
I'm kind of still hoping I get the stuff I was going to get from Cyberfest, like the plushie and the shirt. So I bought a pretty decent sponsorship. And I'm still fine to find it.
Well, Kelchan, copyright I'm not as worried about just because it's on Twitter, but I do upload these to YouTube, so that's where I wouldn't want it. What we can always check is my handy dandy favorite website for audio. I put that in wrong. It's in Computech. There we go. This is the absolute best place to get royalty-free music because all you have to do is put a little text thing in the body of your video. You can preview everything in full. It's The UI is not the easiest to use, but whatever. And if you want to pay for it to where you can use it and then monetize for it, you can do that too. So it's just super easy to use. There's a ton of music to go through with it, and they're actually pretty good. Some of these were stuff that I would maybe listen to. So let's see here. A lot of these are probably going to sound like, let's go. Is there a way just to like do a search?
Oh my god, this is old style search. You know, country, like a banjo kind of music playing, kind of almost feel like that.
Banjo?
Like old like I grew up in Kentucky, so if there was a car commercial with music, it was like Dixieland music. Like the banjo
I think the
play.
first one is a winner.
What's that?
Like,
Oh, I can't hear it, so. Yes! Yes! That would be amazing!
Okay, that's one Hillbilly Swing. What's it? Oh, they're the same. Oh, it's this one.
I'm still picking.
No, that one's too slow. Well, this is 170 BPM. How's that 170? This is boring. No.
Maybe if you're trying to sell the car in the world.
Like it kind of worked.
I still like the first one the best.
Yeah, I think that one was perfect. Is this something different? that is absolute. That is spot on. Yeah, so I'm gonna download that. So yeah, so if you download the Wave, you get a license, but I believe that does cost money. The MP3 is free, but you can turn anything into a Wave. But I think oh, actually, then maybe you don't. But I still want to convert it because I need to make sure that it's hitting the right hertz rate on it. But all you have to do for any of this is you take this little bit down here of text and you copy that into your video, and that's your Creative Commons. It's a little harder on Twitter to make use of that, but I can always add it at the end. But then it's free. You have, as long as it fits Creative Commons. And I had looked up a lot of the Creative Commons laws, and I know this is also talking about Attribution 4.0 license, and I'm not exactly sure the details on that, but it normally means you can use it on YouTube and monetize the video on YouTube, because monetizing is not commercializing, which is still fitting within the Creative Commons rights. So if you go and try to sell a product that you would make money on and use it, then the video itself isn't the issue. The selling of the product becomes an issue. So it's a weird law. No, I don't think there's new emotes. I didn't do anything today. Nope, just the same ones. Oh, there might be new, like, Twitch emotes. Okay. The greatest thing about this music is, as far as I can tell, there's no... I'll actually know in a second here. There's no weird breaks in the music. If it stays consistent through that whole thing, then I'm fine. Oh, yeah, that's consistent.
It's very consistent.
And it's 2.5 minutes long, too. It's perfect. It means I have plenty of time to go yeehaw. Now I kind of want to give him like a straw hat.
Oh boy.
Like a little like wheat hanging from his mouth.
Certainly good. Give him like a cowboy hat. Just steal Applejack's hat. It's fine. She ain't using it.
Okay, so this is probably going to crash. We're going to see if we can find it before it does. Oh.
Boom.
So this is can't be that loud, so I got to turn it down.
Nearly crashed. He's just like, what are you trying to do?
I am limited on how many can be for initial subscribers. I think I'm at the limit. Because I think it was 2. I have to double check. But I think that I hit that limit. But I can't remember because I know Blur to Blah, I know got and like gave a whole bunch of subs a while back to get me over the margin for another one, and I think that was why there's 2 that are on the lower end, but I don't think I have a third one yet because you have to hit a certain amount of subscriber points, and I'm currently at 4, but you unlock it when you hit a certain amount. Let's grab that audio again. It does go right away.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
It does kind of work.
How about this?
With some of that stuff. Oh, that's why it was loud because I had to turn that down.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
Wait, hold on, I gotta fix this.
How about this boat?
It makes it so I can do more random stuff. Because before it was harder to try to fill in some of the gaps, but when you have that music going, I can literally just do anything at any point. I could just have her on the moon, and just like, why is he on the moon? I don't care, but there's music going, so we're gonna give a thumbs up. Yeah, that works perfect.
Good stuff.
I almost feel for some of this that I don't even need to.
That's right!
I don't even need to put a voiceover anymore. I could just have it be that this is enough context.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
And then just put the text over here and just... I think we could actually... I'm tempted just to do
The
that.
entire making of the video, you just throw it out. That's all we need.
No. Because, with that it literally works. Because the text actually just on its own fills it. And then this...
That's the video.
Well, no, I'm gonna go more.
Okay.
But I don't know if I actually need to add any other audio. I think I could just add this text over it.
So you just get rid of him talking about boats?
No, he's gonna talk. He's still gonna talk.
Okay.
The narrator, like the person talking over everything else.
Oh, okay.
That I don't need anymore. I think because this says it right here. It's just the music.
That's right! Get your asses in here!
I like this. It's going supremely well. Look at this. I got audio. Oh, actually, all this is like.
This boat has wheels!
Oh yeah, okay, kind of curious. This might be...
Check this out. Get your asses over the boat! Boat!
It's just like ass and boat, ass, get your ass.
Wheel!
If I decide to still do a voiceover, because originally the plan was to have it say, come on down to Rathalos' Boat Emporium, then he was going to do his line, and then I was going to say, you never... there it is. You'll never believe the number of slightly used boats in stock, over a dozen to choose from. It was supposed to hit this point at the time they say slightly used. But I'm thinking that it kind of works on its own, like without. And this is Kelson, because you can hear it. So this is going to look 80s. So this is kind of the idea for what the final might kind of look like. I need to play with it a bit more. Actually, no, that's not it. That's it. So I need to play with it more though, because I think it kind of works, but I feel like it doesn't have enough feelings of like. I think I need to put more stuff in it, and this is actually to make it work correctly. This is 100% quality. So I actually standard television in the 1980s ran at 320 by 240. So this is the resolution that the TV was running at, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But because of that, if I upload it like that, it will be at the compression and everything that the original television was at. So that's the intent. But if I do decide to go forward with getting a voice over it, because right now, for what's in there, I don't think I do, but I'll let you know. If you think you have somebody that would work really well for it. I know somebody too, but I don't... so I think it'd be... I can check with you who you have, but don't worry about it right now. I think I might be good just going with what I got.
How about this?
This is just... Hearing this music with that.
I'm looking forward to it.
How about this boat? How about...
But then I feel like I could use that text as like, as towards the end of somebody crying for help.
What's happening?
No, because like it's like you can be like dozens in stock, and then later on be like, oh, like, please help, I'm trapped here, like just in the same text. But if there was a voiceover, it wouldn't work for that.
Yeah.
Because then it feels like then this is the voice of somebody.
I can't help but feel like anyone would be involved in this besides him and Rathan, just because she follows him everywhere.
Well, she's going to be in there, but then I still want to have one of the other monsters, and I think Tobagadachi would be the best. Right now, I could have Tobagadachi talk without any lip control, but that would be, and I could kind of make it work, but not really at the same time. So, no, yeah, I can. That'd be great. Thank you for at least recommending, because otherwise I was just probably going to do it myself. But I know I'm not going to be able to do the voice that would be needed. So,
That's what voice modulation programs are for.
No, not that. To get the nuances of it right. It's not, voice acting is not my thing. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So yeah. But anyways, we made good progress. I'm probably going to cut it here because it's after 9. But we did get done filling his background, getting these shots at least finalized as to what I want to do, and filling these. That's my favorite part right now. She's so happy. But and then figuring out that part. So. But that'll be it for now. I will be back on Tuesday. I'm going to probably work on this more over the weekend because I'm actually having fun with this one. And then that motivates me to work on it more. So yeah. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Have a kitty. And see you later. Bye-bye.